resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll move the wide receiver. And some room to work. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Midfield, he's got room. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 50, the 40. He's at the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's talk about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Just steamrolling the defense. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Setting up the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Steps away. Shakes off the defender. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Pulls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go up top on second and short. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offensively, man, this situation, go-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more comfortable.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing. And a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dances away. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. There he goes. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, and these hurt Defensively, you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fires to the big fella. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He turns that loose down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Georgia going up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Finds a man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. See if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Buys a little time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defenses had their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to UMass. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Oh, the sweet feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play, looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Buying some time as he moves left. That's reeled in, it's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Bring in the heat. Grab behind the line. It's Yoder. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all...
He wants to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going. for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. It just didn't happen there.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a man. Forced out of the pocket. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barber. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Touchdown, Georgia. Now back to the house. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Let's go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Makes a stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll run it. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Corner's going to give them room. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up the first down. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it.